Today we wanted to expose fraud in our industry, and I'm here with a Nomad Elite client, and he recently had a not so pleasant experience with a different service provider in Dubai, correct? So we'd just love to hear the advice that you can give our audience to ensure that the people watching this video can avoid some of the things that happened to you. So what happened exactly?
So I was considering opening a company in Dubai and reached out to this person. I waited a couple days, wanted to do some research, and then I got back to him and I said, okay, I'm ready to go. And from there, I paid him, and then I was actually in Dubai, and I was like, maybe 2 weeks went by, but there was no conversation or any value or any questions asked or anything like to get it going, right? And I had a change of heart. I was like, man, I don't think this is actually what I'm looking for. So I let the person know, and I was like a lot taken back when you're paying thousands of dollars to somebody and he says, I'm only going to give you back half of it. And I said, well, how is that even possible? That don't work for me because you didn't do anything in 2 weeks. I mean, I spoke to this other person, and I've been self-employed for 30 some years, man. I go out and do estimates. I spend hours, putting together estimates for homes or building homes, whatever. And I mean, you get some, you don't get some. That's the way it is. And the ones that you don't get, you don't freaking get paid. That's it. I don't know why this thinks that he needs to get paid. He's a as far as I'm concerned. That's like how he treats people. And if I could just save one person from not getting screwed over by that one person, and I'm sure there's others out there, but this guy, he's a snake in the grass. And I would say be very careful, do your homework. If you got to spend an extra week or two until 100%, do your research, man, because it's worth it, man. You're going to lose your money and your time, and you're not going to be happy, and you're going to be scared to do anything else because you're going to think maybe the whole industry is like that. They're not. I stumbled across Gerald. I've checked him out, and he's the real deal. I mean, he's the real deal. He's done everything that he said he was going to do. Everything. And his team, amazing. Everything has worked out 100%. And, just had lunch with him yesterday, and this guy's the same guy here on the camera as he is sitting across the table having lunch. And I appreciate that. And he's transparency of even what's going on in his personal life. And wow. I mean, we talked a little bit about that too. And he's real. He's not some of these other clowns that are, got to go get some makeup to put on before they get in front of a camera, there are a few. Yeah. And, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that. No, I don't. That would be the boutique class, we'll call it. I believe. And I'm not into the boutique class because you're going to be paying some boutique prices also. And and I've never. This is somebody else that I'm referring to that I've never really heard anything positive other than going to his networking event, and yes, it's a male. Aren't there any females that are in this business? I don't know, maybe. And the only benefit that they've gotten out of it is that they were able. It was nice to collaborate with other people, network. Yeah,
that was funny, man.
Yeah, I mean, just that's it. That's what they got out of it. And actually, the other side is everybody's like, I would say probably I say everybody, but 7 out of 10 people were like, his fees are so much money. And he's still a guy. His fees are so much money that there was a few people that were giving out other people's names to go to get basically the same job done, So be careful of these crooks out there because they are out there, they're real, and they're going to freaking suck the money right out of you, man. I'm not kidding. That guy... We went back and forth, and there was nothing in the agreement, in the paperwork, nothing at all, not even in an email, nothing that I signed that saying, oh, if you change your mind, you're going to lose half your money. No, nothing like that. He even went as far as, because I was giving him so much shit, he says, I'm going to sue you. Wait a minute, you're gonna sue me and you're the one that has my money? I think it works the other way around, Nimrod. It's just I mean, I don't know, maybe freaking people are idiots, man. You know, like, go back to your country, dude. Just saying. You know who you are.
We're not going to be doing any editing on this one. I want to keep this as natural as possible. Well, so this service provider is based in Dubai, or at least they spend a good amount of their time annually in Dubai. This is what I understood, right?
This particular person is in Dubai right now. So anybody that follows him, they probably know that he's in Dubai right now.
Okay, interesting. I'm not in Dubai. I'm actually heavily critical on these countries in the Middle East for my own reasons, you know, but we don't promote any country in that region. Probably we should, but we don't. So what would you say were some of the red flags? So I know that you've pointed out that you didn't sign a contract, which is not weird, but I think it should be in place, you know, for everything to be clear, but there was no contract in place. And that person you're referring to, I know who it is. They spend time in other countries too. Mm-hmm. Where I spend time, for instance, right? Great. What would you say people should do to avoid falling into this same trap? Seeing your money being taken away from you without them delivering the service. Is there any special tip that you can pass on to our audience where you would say, don't do this or do this to avoid something like this from playing out?
So just the tip, I would say you got to do your own research, because don't jump into it fast. Something, you know, that they're going to tell you what the hell they want you to hear, and you're going to buy into it. They're going to tell you all the good and none of the bad. And then you start to find out, like, now you're questioning, like, wait a minute, I just gave this guy money. Now I'm out here in Dubai and it's like, I'm learning more. Like, this isn't really what I wanted. Okay, I'm not saying I was perfect. I'm not. I take partial blame in this myself. I do. I'm not saying I'm not to blame. I didn't do my research as well as I should have. I didn't. But I want to help other people so that they don't get into that. You know, like, that is not cool, man. Like, that's not cool at all when somebody says, hey, we're going to keep half of what you sent us. What did you do? And if you don't have a contract, you know, it's like there's a saying, you got to know your exit before you enter. But if you don't have a piece of paper that you both signed and agree on this, that is something that you could refer back to, again, that was my own bad. I trusted him, and look what happened. So, I mean, I went through so many, and by the way, the guy doesn't even, as far as I know, I'm sure he's got an email address, but everything's through Telegram. So yeah, everything's through, I mean, it's just, yeah, you guys figure this out, right? I'm just the speaker sharing with you what my experience is, because there's a lot of fraudulent actors out there. That's probably the best way to put it, actors. And Gerald's been phenomenal, man. Like, really, Gerald, I shared with you yesterday that at lunch that I could just tell your transparency and that you're authentic from the first video I watched. Did I do my due diligence? Yes, because I got screwed over, you know, but Gerald's a real deal. I wouldn't just say that to blow smoke up anybody's ass, but he's the real deal, man. Him and his team have done everything all the way down. I mean, to the T. So explain things, maybe things I didn't understand in the beginning because for whatever reason, but then I go back and I'm like, okay, so can you explain this to me again? No problem. And one of your people actually scheduled a time that was later in the evening because of the difference in time. And she scheduled time on her time, I would imagine. I don't know how, you know, it works, but it was later, and she scheduled time on her watch to explain it to me, and very patient with me. And I'm like, okay, I got it. Thank you. And that meant a lot to me. She took her own time out and just took her time explaining it to me, you know, and answering each question in detail. So it's just been a great experience all around, you know, and you've got some great contacts. I've been in contact with one of your people regarding real estate, and you know, but the whole experience has been great. I can't wait to, you know, have another, when I come back, to share with everybody what else I've learned, because this is exciting. I'm take a lot of photos, videos, and when I come back, I'll be like, wow, I remember this wasn't even here, or that was just only on the 5th floor, and now now the building's done. So there's so much happening here, and it's such a great opportunity to get in. And I would suggest that, look, there's so many people that don't even, in America, that don't even move 20 miles from where they grew up at, which is so freaking sad. So sad. And I'm just going to say, I challenge you to get out of that country, get out of that bubble and explore. There's a life outside of the USA, people, and it's amazing. Man, I love it. I'm telling you, like, opportunities are incredible. It's real. Don't be afraid. I was just sharing with somebody last week, and hasn't left the country, and he's in his 30s, and I said, hey, come meet me in Paraguay. Oh, yeah, well, I'm busy. I said, let me share something with you. In 2000, I was in construction. In year 2000, I was in construction, and I had a baby on the way, and just in a few months. And I flew to South America to do a mission trip in the Amazon jungle. I don't know what job I was on. I don't remember my money situation. I don't remember any of that. I remember I had a baby and I had a family, and I knew that I was going to be gone for 2 weeks. And you know what? That was in 2000, 25 years ago, almost probably to the date. And I remember it like it just happened yesterday, man. Like, people, the money it'll work itself out. People say, oh, you only YOLO. I call that 100%. It's not YOLO. Look, you live every day. You die once. Yeah. And that's, I like to say, you should ask yourself these 3 questions every day. Did I live fully today? And whatever that means to you. Does it mean that you went out and walked 17,000 steps, or maybe this video helps you not do business with that I'm talking about? I don't know. Or powder puff on the face. I don't know. Whatever. Pretty boy. So did I live fully today? Did I love openly today? And again, whatever that means to you, there is no right or wrong answer. So did I live fully today? Did I love openly today? And did I make a difference today? And Gerald, you've made a difference in my life, just bringing me in and, helping me through this process. And it's really been amazing. It's been so good. It's just fulfilling, really.
I can feel it.
Yeah, it's just, I even reached out to your assistant and I said, hey, is it possible I can meet up with Gerald when I'm here? Boom, the next day I'm meeting up with Gerald. Like, all right, cool. This is awesome. So I'm just going to say this guy's the real deal, and take him for what he's worth, how you see him, because this is it. This is who he is, man. This is it. This is how he is at lunch, before camera, after camera, probably going to be the same thing. So, yeah, he's the real deal, guys. And I would just, as Gerald says, schedule the call. Why wait? What the hell are you waiting for, man? Live today, man. Live fully, love openly, and make a difference. It's your life. Live it, man. Get outside. Maybe you come here at a week or spend a week or 2 here, and you're like, shit, man, I'm moving. I mean, well, why not? There's so much here. This is actually a great place, Gerald, for people that work remotely, because you could work remotely with that income of, who knows, it could be 75, 100,000. I don't know, whatever that income is. It could be 50,000, and live like you're in paradise here, man. Like, it's just,
you live like a king.
Yeah, like a king. Yeah,
money.
Yeah. Like probably like $2,000 a month, and that would include your living space, your utilities, the taxi. It would cover everything. I think you would even have money left over, really. I mean, and not to mention the quality of the food and everything that goes along with it. It's a no-brainer, really, to spend some time here. You owe it to yourself. Once you get here, you're gonna be like, and spend some time, you're like, wow, this is awesome. So if not, go somewhere else. Keep trying until you find it, because it's out there. It's out there, man. I love getting outside of the U.S., man. It's so, I just love it. People, I don't watch TV, and people say, well, Mike, how do you know what's going on in TV? I say, well, how do you know what's going on in TV, right? Because everything that they feed you on TV is pretty much all anyway. Well, Mike, how do you know what's going on in the economy? How do you know what's going on in the economy? The only economy I could change is my own economy. Exactly. And if it means living fully, loving openly, and making a difference to me, to travel, and that's how I feel the best to be the biggest, baddest, and best person that I can be. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it every day, and I'm going like we spoke yesterday. There is no. I told you like 25, 30 years ago, people say, "Hey, Mike, how are you?" And I would say, "Oh, I'm maintaining." No, that's a story. That's stupid. Either you're growing or you're dying. That's it. One or the other. There is no in between.
There are no sideways.
There's no sideways. No. There's only up or down. That's it. That's
Everything.
it.
Business, relationships,
Yeah.
friendships. There's no stagnation.
Right.
It's impossible.
You have to work at having good business, good relationships, good.
You give 100% all the time.
Live fully, love. I say it over and over, man. But but I hope it. I mean, it's ingrained in my head, and it's like the little things that make a big difference, right? And did I live fully today? Did I love openly today? Did I make a difference? Or what can I do today that I'm living openly? And like, really? I mean, to some people, living fully means that they got out of bed and brushed their teeth, maybe, right? They're all super powerful, but yeah. And then you have the actors, the butchers, maybe a butchers. That's a pretty graphic word. I like that. The butchers out there that are just chopping up your money, man, and they're living high on the hog from your money. Your money. Don't give it to them. They're little. Don't do it, man. You work hard for that shit. Now, what about your time? If you don't value your time, then go for it, man. You deserve it. Hate to say it, but you deserve it. But if you value your time and your money, do your homework. Call Gerald. Gerald's even helped me. He's given me referrals without even benefiting from it. So, I mean, this guy's got a pure heart, and yeah, he does. It's just he's the real deal, folks. Give him a call. And he will talk to you. You're not going to get some assistant or you're not going to get shoved off to talk to another associate, is what I'm saying. Because the other people that I'm speaking of, you get pushed off to another associate. Now you got a firewall there. Good luck getting your money back. Oh, I have to go talk to him first. No, you don't.
What's the company's policy? That's the question.
Because there's nothing in writing, so we don't have a company policy.
Maybe there is no policy.
There is no. It's called a show policy. That's what it is. Yeah.
I really appreciate you sharing all of this. It has been some really good insight, and you've heard me being very critical about certain people on our channel before. It all started in 2022 for me because the story leads back to an experience of a personal friend of mine that he had a long time ago, more than 10 years ago, with another person in our industry, right? So
you want to say his
online,
name, don't
you? I do want to say his name, but I don't think that would be appropriate given the current situation I'm in. But I just say that I spoke about this with my friend Tom, and he told me the following. He said, Gerald, in today's internet, for every legitimate person, there are 10 scammers. Whereas way back in time, the early times
Butchers.
of the internet, there were more legitimate people than scammers. But everyone noticed, I can make money scamming people. I can make money doing this. Before, it was less. Today, it's like a virus. It just spreads naturally. By the way, I appreciate you sharing your insights on this specific person without mentioning their name, what they did and how they did it and what they did do and what they did not do. And if you guys have any similar stories to share, you can utilize the comment section below this video. We appreciate you. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video. If you want to help somebody out, share this video. And I look forward to having more discussions with Michael right now. Thank you so much, guys. We see you on the next video.